What's going on, everybody? It's Tyler from Dirt Road Country here. I am joined by a big star in country music. His album 15 is out right now. It's a culmination of a lot of his big hits and some new songs too. Scotty McCreery's with me. Scotty, what's going on, man?
Hey, I'm doing good, brother. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great now that you've got some new songs out in the world. And how's it feel having it out there? Because, it's a reflection of your career.
Yeah, it's cool. I've never done a project like this, and kind of gave me a chance to breathe a little bit as well, and stop and appreciate the last 15 years. So glad the label was on board with me doing this project. But did a lot of reminiscing, and we got some new stuff on there as well, and some cover songs. But overall, it was a really just a gratifying project to work on.
Looking back on everything too, does it really feel like you've been doing this whole music thing for half your life?
When you put it that way, yeah, it sounds a little crazy, but I mean, yeah, I feel like I've been doing this as long as I can remember now, and thinking back to pre music business for me is kind of feels like a long time ago. So, yeah, but it's been a good run. So,
Well, one of those songs that you put out that's newer, it's the cover of Hello, Darling. And for those that don't know, and I don't think there's anybody that doesn't know, it's gone mega viral everywhere. I mean, millions upon millions of views, but it's not the first time you've sung it online. I know I've seen you perform it at the Opry like over a decade ago. So this is a long time coming. How full circle is it to have that Conway cover on there? Because well, I'll add in there too that you mentioned Conway in your song Slow Dance off your last album and also
yeah,
the tight fitting jeans on No Country for Old Men.
yeah, I'm a big Conway fan, so this was cool for me to be able to do. My mama loved Conway Twitty and the Twitty Birds, and it's music I grew up listening to, music I grew up singing. So I've been singing it even long time before doing it on the Opry 10 years ago. So it's one of those. I actually recorded this for an album in 2015, and that album never came out with that previous label. So we've kind of had the music sitting there for a while, and I just had to go throw a new vocal on it. But I'm glad it's finally out there in the world, a recorded version of it. Not just you don't just have to come see me live or look on YouTube. You can actually have it. So I hope people enjoy it. Nobody does it like Conway, but I hope people enjoy our version.
Well, you did a pretty damn good job. So
Oh,
it
thank you. I
sounds great.
appreciate it.
Now, another one of those songs, it's kind of the song that got your career started in country music. Your man, Josh Turner. I know you're doing your prime country show on Sirius XM, and he happened to be your first guest last month. How full circle was that as well? Because you guys sang the song together, put it out on this 15 album. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it was incredible. I love that guy. I've always been a fan of his music. I had all of his albums before I got into the business, and they say don't meet your heroes. I'm glad I met Josh. He's exactly who you'd hope he'd be and more. Just a great guy, great family guy, an incredible classic country voice. So becoming buddies with him has been just nuts. And everybody knows, Your Man was kind of the song that introduced me to everybody on Idol, and I sang it over and over. And then I was doing Long Black Train, so. I've told him many times if I was him, I would have gotten sick of this little teenage kid just singing my stuff all the time. But he was always nothing but gracious and just super cool about it. And so I called him up and said, "Man, I'm doing a project reminiscing on 15 years, and Your Man's been a part of my story. Would you want to kind of get on there and do the song together?" And he was all about it. So just took it over the top, I think.
well, you guys knocked it out of the park. And I'm going to add in a couple songs too that they're not on this record, and they're kind of deep cuts. One of
Cool.
those songs from 2 albums ago, it's called "The Waiter," and I will tell everybody this. I think it's one of the best songs of this century. How did that song come to be? And songs like that, you just stay true to yourself. They're just great country songs.
Thank you. I love the story songs, and that's the story I had heard, about. And Matthew West came in with the title, and so we took a title and we took a story that I'd heard and we made a song out of it. So um, turned out to be a really great one. I love that song too. Everything if it ever pops up just randomly on my playlist, it's a sad song but an endearing song and it puts a smile on my face. So I have not talked about the waiter in a long time. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, man, it's great. And just like the song says, if it don't bring a tear to your eye, I mean, it's, it's great.
Yeah, it'll make you feel something for sure.
Going forward into this fall, I know you're out on the road for the rest of the year. You're also going to be playing your first headlining show in Nashville since 2020, and it's at a new venue called The Truth. Are you excited
Yeah.
for that?
I am. You know, Nashville plays are always fun. They're a little crazy. They're a little chaotic, if we're honest, and hectic. Just the whole team's coming, families coming, the band's families are coming. Like it's always it's an interesting time to play Nashville. But we haven't done it in a while. Last time we played was the first show back at the Ryman after COVID with people in there. So it's cool to be there for that. But it'll be a lot better with a full house and bunch of folks. So yeah, Nashville's, you know, it's the home of country music. It's always great to play there.
I have to bring up another show too, because you recently played with Lauren Elena. It's American Idol reunion. What was that like?
Yeah, I love that girl. You know, she's a sister to me, and we don't see each other as much as we, would like to. She's crushing it in her career and on the road, and I'm on the road, and rarely do your paths cross. But when they do, we just pick up right where we left off, and uh, we just spent that night just reminiscing and catching up, and seeing her sing on stage was amazing. She crushes it as always, and got our wheels spinning on potentially getting together to in the studio at some point. We've always wanted to, just haven't had the right time. So maybe maybe soon it'll finally get to work.
I sure hope so. That would be
Yeah,
awesome.
it'd be fun.
And now going forward, 2027 is somehow on the horizon. We're getting into football season. Tour, like I said, you're touring the rest of the year. What are you most excited for heading into the new year and just the rest of the year coming to a close soon?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to be excited about, just career wise and family wise. I mean, that's kind of the two buckets I'm always looking in. And career wise, I was just in the studio the last couple of days. I know 15 just came out, but that was like a reminiscing project. This is going to be a full new project of new material. So, been in the studio a lot. Can't wait for folks to hear this stuff. Um, and then yeah, we'll finish out on the road. My family, my kids. I got a little boy turning 1 here in a few weeks, and another boy turning 4, and just kind of watching the family grow, getting home, getting to spend more time with Kabi, and it's been a busy summer, so getting there to help her out, and she's been crushing it. So it's just a lot of great things are going on. Very thankful, So yeah, next year we'll just try to keep it going.
Sounds like I can't wait to hear the new stuff. Folks, if you don't already follow Scotty on socials, you go do that right now. Go check out that Hello Darling video because it's all over the place. You probably
Yeah.
see it already. Go stream 15 and yeah, go see Scotty on the road. Scotty, thanks so much.
Hey, appreciate it, Tyler. Good seeing you.
You too. We'll see you next time.